Welcome to the P-Security channel once again. Today I've got a test of Roboscan Internet Security coming up. Now this product has been out in the market for quite a while, but I've never really got a chance to test it. So finally we'll be testing it now. This product supposedly uses dual engines. It uses Bitdefender's engine along with an engine called Alyak or something like that. It's probably a Chinese engine, and it uses both of them for signatures. Now, apart from signatures, it does provide you with a very basic firewall, but it's not much of an help when it comes to unknown malware. So this is basically more or less a signature-based product. So first of all, the most important thing about signatures, you need to make sure that they're up to date, so that's what I'll be doing. And this update module is very buggy. It can give you weird, unexpected results sometimes. I've been stuck in a few updates where, I'm just updating and it never really ends. And then I find out that the update's already completed, but the window is stuck. So some bugs exist in this program which could be fixed. And the advertising is very aggressive. This is not very user-friendly, especially advertising over here. And you also have to consider that this is not their pro version or anything like that. It's just some other kind of advertisement, which is completely annoying when it comes to your anti-malware product. And there's no way to disable it. You have to buy their pro product if you want this to be gone. Advertising to some extent is okay, but I think this is way too aggressive. But anyway, the other aspects of the user interface seem to be well organized and put together, but the text can be awfully small and difficult to read on high resolution displays. And there's nothing really strikingly special about this user interface. It kind of reminds me of WebRoot a bit, but they've got some extra features like you can shred files, that is delete permanently, and I guess they also have some tune-up utilities, but they're only available in the Pro version. And of course they have the usual features of scan, quarantine, and so on. But as far as the configuration goes, you're not really given too many choices. It's very basic. You don't have any options to go into any of the details, and probably there aren't any. It's more or less just signature based, so there are not too many settings to mess with. So I won't be changing any of these settings. We'll just restore it to default. And there's not much you can change really, because they haven't got any specific behavioral blocker. Now, one thing I did notice is they had a heuristic somewhere. Now I'll have to go through all of these because, again, the settings are not that well organized. Yeah, so in scan options, we have heuristic threats that are, by default they don't even use heuristics, they just go with the signatures, but I think I'll turn this on. So that's the only change that we will do. We'll use their heuristics, and that's basically it. Now, some parts of the user interface still feel a little unpolished, like you saw that dialog box just vanished without me clicking OK. I think some of these need a bit of working. I mean, they need to improve some of these things, and definitely I would really want this ad to go away. But anyway, I guess that's how they sell you their pro product. As far as memory usage goes, I haven't really checked. Let's see. So the real-time service. Okay, so this is also the GUI. So right now it was using 24 megabytes with the GUI open, but when I close it, it's just 3.6 megabytes. And the tray applications 2.5, updates 3.7, and that's about it. Great. So not too much of memory usage. It's very light considering it uses 2 engines. Let's see if it bumps up when I open Internet Explorer. And let's just see. It does go up a little bit, I guess. But then it again falls down. So it's not that much. It's very light on memory, and that's probably a really good thing about this product. I find it quite light, although it uses 2 engines. So now let's start with the prevention test. Again, we haven't got too many links, but we've got some, and we'll try them out and see if Roboscan can protect us. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I didn't get any kind of alert. Let's try it once again. Well, this time I'll just save it on my downloads folder or wherever, and I'll try to open it, and now it says it's invalid. Let's check if the downloaded zip file is there. Yeah, but for some reason I can't open it, so I'm assuming Roboscan has blocked this one. But I would like to see an alert for that. It's really confusing. Once again, a zip. Let's see if this one gets through. Okay, so this time we can open the zip file. Let's see if we can extract the file. Yeah, we can, so let's just run it. Seems to be running just fine. That's quite concerning, because I think that is a piece of malware. Interesting. Let's proceed with the test. Since they are using Bitdefender signatures, I'm expecting a pretty high detection rate. Save this once again. Just make sure that this thing is working correctly, because it's buggy, so it may not be working at all. In fact, the reason why I wasn't able to test it first was probably because it was way too buggy at that time, and it just wouldn't respond for some reason, and it would restart the system, but looks like it's a bit improved now. Okay, so finally we've got an alert here of some Trojans being detected, so we'll just hit clean, and it's cleaned. I think the alerts are a bit bulky. Would be nice if they could fix that. I guess we try that. Yeah. So it successfully blocked this thing. Got lots of zip files today. All of these are malicious, of course. Now here we've got a potentially unwanted program, so it's not really a big deal, but let's see if they actually detect PUPs. Just cancel this one. So apparently the last file. Okay, now we're seeing a detection here. Yeah, so the PUP was indeed detected. So that's good. Okay, we'll just hit clean. So I guess we're safe again. Let's open the zip file and try to extract this executable. And once again, it's caught. So that's good news. So we'll just continue with the test. This is also a fairly big file. Okay, this one, again, I'm not exactly sure what kind of malware this is. It had 7 out of some 40, I guess, detections in Firestore. Let's try it out. Does look like malware to me. And okay, it's caught. So that's good. So this one's blocked, but this one has probably managed to get through. Let's see what it did. Interesting, we've already got a lot of crap from the first file. So if you remember, this was the file I ran, and we didn't see any action from Roboscan, and this is probably again some kind of adware and PUP, and it wasn't detected. We've got a process running here, and I can guess that some odd stuff is going around in the background. Look at that, 2 Internet Explorer icons, not very friendly. So anyway, I'll just do a quick Hitman Pro scan and a Malwarebytes scan to assess the damage. Welcome back. I've just run a few scans. As you can see, we're getting some weird errors on the screen, which is not generally a good sign. So first of all, I scanned with Hitman Pro, and it said nothing's detected. But then again, Hitman Pro is a very light scan these days. So I decided to go ahead and scan with Malwarebytes, which is a bit more deep. And it found 4 items. We've got a file over here. This is the one on the desktop that I extracted from the archive. It's not caught by Roboscan, but it's malicious according to Malwarebytes. It says it's a Trojan dropper. Then we've got 3 backdoors, 2 registry keys, and a file. So we do have some stuff in here. And I also did a deep scan with MCSoft just to check everything out. And it turns up again, it found a Trojan downloader in program files. And that is different from the one caught by Malwarebytes. So probably 2 infections there. And it also found a couple of registry keys that are labeled high risk as wormwin32. And of course, it also found this desktop file. So, I mean, considering we just tried 7 links, I don't think this is a very good result. So, it's probably medium to bad. I'll just try to remove all of these items, and then I'll just grab my samples and we shall continue with the test. So once again, here we've got quite a lot of infected files. There are 500 of them. And I will do a right-click Roboscan scan, just Roboscan. And let's see what Robo can find for us. It's already finding a lot of stuff, since it does use a couple of really good engines. I'm expecting a good detection rate. These files are again from yesterday, so you can somewhat compare the detection rate to other products. So I'll be back with the results. The scan and removal process is now complete, and it says it successfully cleaned 478, failed to clean 2, and I don't know why it failed to clean these, probably because wasn't able to delete the file inside the archive. But anyway, now this product's cleaning process seems to be very similar to Qihu, which I tested a few days earlier. And so it comes up with 103 items, but a lot of the malicious files inside these archives have been removed. So most of these are probably like self-extracting archives, and the malicious part of that has been removed. So we don't really have 103 items, and to verify that, I did a scan with MCSoft again. And as you can see, it only detects 22 items. And since Roboscan also claims that it detected 478, failed to clean 2. Clean 478, detected 480, so clearly that's 22 items missing there. So I'll use 22 as the number to find the detection rate. So I'm not taking MCSoft's word for it. It's actually a combination of MCSoft and Roboscan's reports itself. So I'll use the number 22 because I don't give it any credit for not cleaning these two. So I'll use 22, and you can probably also use 20 yourself to check out what kind of detection rate that gives you, but I'll use 22. So 500 minus 22, of course, as Roboscan said, 478 clean files divided by total number of files. So that's a 95.6% detection rate, which is pretty impressive, and that's probably what is expected because it's using the Defender plus another pretty good engine. So I'll just re-enable the real-time protection. I had disabled it just to get these files here. So now we'll just close out everything and start running our files. Now this will be quite tricky because I don't know which ones are the ones that are infected, so we'll probably go by MCSoft and we'll scan those. So we'll just run those, sorry. So as you can see, MCSoft says that we've got a virus in, let's just open the detected locations for 34. Real time is enabled, so any kind of behavioral blocking, if they have it, it would catch it. Now this is probably one of those that it was not able to remove. So we'll keep trying. This alert window is kind of annoying, it's really big. I would like to change the size of that. But anyway, we'll just have MCSoft on this side, and we'll try to figure out the files that are really infected. So let's start over here at 137. I'll just sort these again. Let's try running this. And as you can see, no response. And that is probably expected because it doesn't have anything apart from signatures, as far as I know. They do have a firewall, but nothing for zero-day malware. No behavioral blocking, no. It's just mostly a signature-based product. So I'm trying to run the infected ones. Doesn't guarantee they'll work out, but let's just hope we're able to get some infections going. Okay, this one's probably one of those two files that it was unable to remove. So no damage done there. $424. Let's try out this one. $434. Okay, this one's also caught. It's one of those couple of files. Now we'll go to 489. And that is also caught. So we do have a few files here that are being caught by the real-time protection, but I'm not seeing any kind of behavioral component. In fact, they don't even claim to have any. So that should be pretty clear. Go down to 76. Okay, this one kind of looks like 360 Internet Security. It's funny, but this has probably been removed. Yeah. So I'll just leave it at that, and I'll do one more scan, and let's see if we've got any more infections. I just wanted to show you guys that we've got a really annoying piece of adware over here. Now this thing just doesn't stop running no matter what you do. You can obviously try to close this out, but that just minimizes it. And if you right click here, no option. Even if you right click, it opens it. If you click, it opens it. If you double click, it just opens it. And then of course you've got more spam over here that'll probably lead you to more adware and probably malicious links. And all you can do is basically just minimize unless you're smart enough to use Task Manager. So for a lot of people, things like these can be really malicious. So I just decided to let it run because I guess a regular user would just do that. And meanwhile, I'll just scan with Malwarebytes. Actually, I am scanning with Malwarebytes at the moment. And I'll also use MCSoft. I think I'll skip Hitman Pro this time, and I'll be back with the results. The scans are still going on, but I saw something interesting, so I thought you guys might like this. As you can see, this is a fake, pop-up. It's obviously not what it claims to be. It's probably just an open website. And if you click accept, then it just says Premium Installer. Sure, there's a product called Premium Installer. And what you're trying to get is basically File Opener Pro. And I'm pretty sure no such program exists. So all it's going to do is just install all this crapware and not give you any product at all. So this kind of stuff, in my opinion, is malicious. So anyway, I'll just let this thing run and I will be back with the results. Malwarebytes scan has completed, and I just cut the MCSoft scan a little bit short. And as we can see, we've got a lot of PUPs, nothing really malicious like no Trojans or something like that, according to Malwarebytes, of course. Now let's take a look at MCSoft. Now the reason why these two files are still there is because I cannot delete them, and I guess they're not detected either. I just did a scan and it doesn't detect them. And I couldn't delete these files even before running the scan, so it's not like MCSoft is denying access or something like that. So as you can see, we've got lots of stuff here. Again, lots of PUP crap, some registry keys, and it would have probably found a few more if I would have just let it scan completely. But that's the point. We've got, and PUPs, they work in groups. They're like wolves. So if you get one, you'll probably get millions after that. So overall, how do I rate Roboscan? To be honest, it's kind of about average. Once again, it's not that great. It's okay-ish, but why would you go with this product? It doesn't make much sense. I'd just say if you want this kind of product with good signatures, just go ahead and install Bitdefender free antivirus. It'll do the job for you, and you don't have to deal with all these ads and the nuisance that this product comes with. So although it's not that bad, I mean it's nothing special to take. It's no reason you should take notice about a product like this, because as it is, it's not that well known, and you have better products like Bitdefender out there, so I don't see why you would need to use something like this. And once again, if you do plan to use this, I would highly recommend pairing it with some better firewall instead of the one it comes with, because in this state it doesn't have any kind of zero-day or unknown malware protection, apart from the built-in heuristics, of course, along with its real-time scanner. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. It's good to test out new products all the time. It's good to see that we're getting new products. I'd just like to see some more innovation from their part. So stay tuned, comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will return with more videos. So have a nice day, and I'll talk to you guys later.